What's up, everybody? We are back with another trade recap today. It is Thursday, February 12th, and we caught a win today after our worst trading day ever yesterday. Well, I say ever. The worst I felt. I only took one trade, and it was a loss, but the way I felt yesterday was the worst trading, like the lowest point in my career so far. But we came back today. We reflected a lot yesterday, and we banged out a nice trade today, a really nice trade. I'm really excited with this trade. It was exactly what I wanted to see. Um, but I don't want to, you know, like, because when I watch videos and I've taken losses or whatever, I don't like to like say, oh, this is a perfect trade, even though that's what I just did. Because when I watch videos of people taking, winning trades, when I took a loss that day, it makes me feel bad. So don't feel bad if you took a loss. It happens to literally everybody. So it was me yesterday watching, people or whatever. And I would advise just don't watch people at all. And if you're watching this video or whatever to learn and, whatever, then that's fine. But like if you're just watching videos for entertainment, I advise not to do that because it can be detrimental to your mental health. Anyway, here is what we saw today. I'm on the 15-minute chart here because the 5 minute or the 4 hours kind of useless. If you'll see here, like, not useless, but we were in bullish market structure. We were respecting a bullish confluence, this bullish gap here, trending higher. However, I marked out this rejection point on the higher time frame that I would want to see closed above before going for these highs. And then if you look on the 15-minute chart, we have all these stack lows. We had like, where is it right here? This was London low we ran through, then Asia low here, and then this hourly low that I ended up being my TP point right here, this prominent hourly low. And so coming into the market, we kind of started chopping. It's kind of a weird day because like on the 15-minute, it looked like we were going to be bullish for a minute. Because if you look over here also on the 15-minute chart, dude, we were just kind of like this 15-minute gap was held and then we started displacing higher. I was like, okay, bullish for sure. We came through, we started displacing higher with this candle after this one closed. But then what happened? Oh, sorry, this is the 15-minute chart. Okay, 5 minute. We 9:30 opened. We swept down, took out this internal liquidity, started moving higher. I was like, okay, maybe we'll get higher, but I wasn't gonna wait for we closed above these rejection points before anything. But I also had all these low resistance lows in mind. And then we tap this 5 minute gap, continue lower, get this strong closure lower. And I was mad at this point. I was like, bro, because I wanted to get in like right here to Asia low, to London low, which was like London lows are like right in here somewhere. And I wanted to get in like right here after we rejected these 5 minute gaps and closed here. And I just didn't. And then we dumped. But I also, we started chopping early market and I kind of wanted to wait for closure below these wicks. And so we did. And then we ended up creating this miniature little pullback on the 1 minute, tapped this little 1 minute gap and got displacement here. I almost entered here, but I just like, wow, this is such a small retrace. And then we flushed through Asia low and I was upset. But then I was like, okay, I was thinking like, well, I'm still going to wait, see if we can get entries lower because of how much we're dumping. Because if you remember today on Thursday, we were just dumping like fast dumping. So I'm like, okay, we are bearish. We're going to continue lower eventually. I'm going to wait for a pullback and then an entry. And so I waited. We had this prominent hourly low. Now people say, well, why would you enter here after we just rejected Asia low? Okay, look at Asia low. Tell me if this looks like a prominent low. No, no, it doesn't. It's not like Asia low here is not that prominent. It's like not like something super prominent. But this hourly low is. So that's kind of what I was thinking here. Anyway, we come in, we get this displacement higher, right? And I was looking over here at the same time. We start displacing, and then we get these movements lower. Right, it was like over in here, but somewhere in here. Oh, this is the 5 minute. Sorry, I was watching ES at the same time, and ES starts dumping as well, and it had tapped a 5 minute gap or something like that. No, 15 minute gap. Sorry. it tapped this 15-minute gap right here. If you see, it tapped this and started displacing lower. And I was thinking, oh boy, this is it right here. This is the move. Sorry, it's so slow and I can't do anything. But anyway, we tapped this 15-minute gap, started displacing lower. We kind of created this little retrace where we were just rejecting high, showing lower confirmation. The 5-minute started displacing. We got one 5-minute candle to retrace on here. That's the wrong chart. And then we started displacing. I entered here. I wanted to enter at the top of this candle, but then I was like, and then we started going, and that was confirmation in a way because I wanted a break even point. So I went in here, stops here, there for a 1-to-1. I went in a little heavier, so I ended up making like 630 or 650 bucks on this trade. And then I entered, went break even. I kind of waited for the closure because it was so close and I was so confident in this trade. So I kind of waited, and then we got this closure, and I like right around here, I went break even. And then, 2 minutes later, we flushed through the TP. But anyway, super happy with this trade. I wasn't worried at all today that I was going to lose or any of that type of fear. I was just worried I wasn't going to get in on the move. And then Price gave us a good entry. I really love this entry. I know you may say, well, Caden, what about all these wicks here? And it's like, yeah, that's confirming my bias lower. We're coming up and we're wicking. We're rejecting. Then we come up, create a 5-minute, and you're like, well, what about the 5-minute at the top of your stop? And it's like, okay, have all this bearish movement. Once we close down here, this far away from, however many points, 40 points away, and we're, it's like a 1-to-1, we're bearish market. Discretionally, this trade looked perfect to me. So anyway, that's today's recap. I know this video is going a little long, but anyway, also I will say, use code, use the code. I'm gonna try to put it down here. I may put it at the bottom of the screen. If I can't do that, it'll be in the description. 20% off on Alpha Futures right now because of Valentine's coming up. So if you want 20% off on your Alpha Futures accounts, just go down to the description, use code Caden016874. I'm working on getting that code changed. The more you guys use that code, then I can actually change it to something simpler. I'm going to change it to KJB. But anyway, that'll be it, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's recap. I'll see you.